The book of Philemon just has one chapter, and in verse 16, we see Paul making an astounding request of this guy that he's writing to. If you haven't read the whole book, you really should. It's a great book. It's short. Like I said, one chapter. You can read it really quickly. But what had happened is this slave had run away, and Paul befriends him and then sends him back to his owner. But he writes this to the owner. And this translation uses the word bondservant. But slavery back then was not what we tend to think of as slavery, but it's slavery. And this is what he writes. He says, to treat him no longer as a bondservant, but more than a bondservant, as a beloved brother, especially to me, but how much more to you, both in the flesh and in the Lord. One of the things that's so powerful about the gospel, and it's been this way since the first century, is the design of it, the power of it, is to wipe away all of the social walls and barriers that we tend to rely on way too heavily. What Paul's asking him, if you read that whole story, is to not just forgive Onesimus for running away, not just allow him to come back and not make sure he gets punished for running away, but that he sets him free and welcomes him into their church family as an equal. He's asking a Roman citizen to do something that Roman citizens just did not do. That's the kind of radical changes God wants us to make. Between anybody, that we have a wall between us and them. Maybe it's somebody in your family. Maybe it's, I don't know what the issue might be. But whatever it is, that's the kind of powerful change God wants to make. And I hope you take a step in one of those directions today.